Guys, back with another live. So I got a small group on me. That definitely likes to force on free will. They're coming through the back, attacking nervous system, basically trying to force my energy forward. I'm assuming this is some kind of like Mossad or something like that, possibly as well. These guys evidently are, all of them are trying to find any way and neck and attack nervous system to like force me forward. At this point, I feel like I should just like go ahead and expose. Might as well. Because they've taken it to this extent, to where they have made it personal, while now they're trying to act out as if they're professional, which they never were to begin with. They were never professional. In all honesty, I think most of them didn't know. I gotta wait on my algorithm because these guys are forcing my nervous system forward. They're trying to have access, to have more control. But they didn't follow protocol while doing it, or algorithms. They actually held me down so they could do it. I'm going to wait on the algorithm because right now what they're doing is making excuses to justify their actions. So I'm going to wait until this guy is done spewing his excuses for not following protocol and doing his job. And also trespassing. While they're sitting here making their excuses as to why I have to follow a certain protocol, which I do. But because I'm not being monitored properly and there's too many groups on me lashing out and acting out, I'm not able to have any access in order to defend myself or work properly. But I still do. They want to act like I'm not allowed to be upset. So they amplify the upsetness as well by accessing the nervous system. At this point, I'm just going to treat the situation accordingly, where I'm just going to document my experience. While these guys are trying to force and reinforce things like religion as well, but it's mostly political. So in my eyes, it looks... I'll wait on the algorithm. I'm calling fraudulence and spiritual schmuckery, where they want to invite religion in, is all I can say. So there's a lot of, I'll just say, cultural indifferences, which makes my targeting really difficult because I'm not being monitored properly. So therefore, it's almost like not having a referee. While it becomes basically a dumping grounds on my end. So it's more than chaos. So this, I don't want to really consider it too much of a battle from my standpoint. Because I feel like if I'm being hogtied, that's not really a battle. So it's like, you know, I want to ask, like, why am I here? They're trying to attack my nervous system right now. So for control purposes, to make it really difficult for me to speak up for myself. If I do, I'm threatened with, we'll push your energy forward, and we'll do this and we'll do that. We'll have control, yada, 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 yada. So basically, in layman's terms, not wanting to follow protocol. Basically just wanting to get their way. I just feel like too many want. It's almost like a state of greed for a lot. Excuse me, guys, I'm getting over it cold. But it just honestly seems like very opinionated, for the most part personal, and either way, with it being whatever it is, there should be some form of just like, hey, you know, maybe this is a little too much for one being to handle, and we should step in. Good morning. Hopefully you can hear me now. Sorry, Nick. Yeah, my phone's been acting weird. I just feel like it's too much weight and honestly just burden to carry for one individual. Like, how am I supposed to heal if you are forcing my nervous system forward? While one of them's even saying getting full access. So with me being a highly sensitive being, I mean, I'm assuming that this thing is just rigged for me not to be able to fight. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, I am giving up on the whole ordeal, because it just seems like it's hopeless. I still have faith. I still have hope. I'm gonna push forward no matter what. But you're presenting a fight that I can't fight, so there's no point in fighting. I mean, it just seems like they're attacking my these guys are trying to force my whole energy. Like, these guys are careless. And I'm getting the vibe of, like, in all honesty, just not having money, just carelessness. Very childish. Just honestly, just terroristy, to be honest with you. But trying to force me to kiss people so they can call the shots on, like, fornication, stuff like that. I mean, it's just, it's so rigged. It's like, there's honestly just no point, honestly, in me being in here. I feel like it's a waste of time, a waste of my energy. And I'm better off just being let go. And honestly, continuing on my journey solo. Because if this is the way it is, I don't need it. I was doing fine before. They want to try to dilute my energy, my being, as if, like, I'm not useful. But to me, it's projection. They want to try to project that on me. The gaslighting has just been horrendous. I mean, in all honesty, like, life-threatening, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit at this point. But I mean, the gaslighting has been scary. Like, really scary. These guys want to make it seem like, you know, they're sad. It's just like, it's a waste of time for me, in all honesty. They just want to act like they're calling the shots. And they're not, obviously. That's why they have to hog tie me. Because, like, I mean, it's quite obvious, that this is just, you know, a game, and it's just about money. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna walk away, because I feel like it's no longer serving to my highest good. And then they want to try to act like I need them in order to excel. And I don't, when in all actuality, it's in my way, because it's too much commotion. Too much personal is being presented as well, where it's very opinionated. Where I'm not allowed to be. I just feel okay. Just in my being. Because some of them want to say that they feel threatened when this is not the case. It's actually, a lot of it is envy and jealousy, I think. Unfamiliarness as well. where I don't require much. But once again, they make it seem like I'm asking for an arm and a leg. And that's fine. So it's probably safer than to be sorry for me to just walk away. When these people are trying to like win a fight that wasn't even a fight. And I'm not going to communicate with ego because that's what they want to do. So it's like I have to walk on eggshells because the whole thing is just so like I can't make any moves. I mean, in all honesty, it looks like more like checkers to me. With people who just don't even know what they're doing. And that's kind of scary. And also too much just gonna say mockery. We'll leave it at that. Safe word. That's good, Nick. I had to take a phone call. So I guess that energy of just being argumentative is kind of up in the air right now. So trying to find that balance, I guess, of just energy. Where I can find some peace. So like I've kind of even relocated to a new place of employment, I guess you could call it. I mean, this place is like kind of far, so it's like just trying to find that peace of mind to where I can kind of disconnect from what is, just so there's no issues. But it seems like they just find the issues regardless, so sometimes it's kind of pointless. Where I just feel like it's just too much carelessness anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about it as much, I think, anymore, because they've already presented to me, like, you know, what they're about, this, that. They've basically shown their true colors, so it's just like a waste of time while this girl is trying to act like Queen Bee. Like, it's just too many people who are wanting attention, wanting to be like, you know, oh, look at me, look at me. And I'm like, yeah, I have better things to do with my time. And then they want to sit here and call it, you know, this kind of battle and this, that, and the other. And it's like, you know, when you can't hold somebody hostage and then, you know, like, it's stupid. So I know I'm here. Obviously, these people don't, because they don't know what they're doing. So I'm just going to leave it at that. So a lot of things that are being presented to me is pretty much irrelevant. And I have to kind of look at it, you know, as just that, like, irrelevant. Because it really serves no purpose. And I feel like, you know, this is, you know, just too much. So I feel like I should just definitely focus my energy on something else and apply that energy to something else. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I gotta take another phone call, you guys. Hopefully today will kind of pan out to be a little bit better and easier. Where I also am hoping for a little bit more privacy as well. I just feel you know, like, I'm kind of an introvert. So I guess you could say I'm extrovert, introvert. But, you know, I think the I want to walk, in the park by myself type of ordeal. Is I think it's very important, um, just to regain that that energy, or whatever you want, however you want to sum it up into words or put it into words. I just feel like it's just too much, um, and too many people on me that just want to just get away with whatever they want to get away with, and it's definitely not fair. And a lot of unrealistic expectations coming from a lot of different directions, especially fraudulence. Like the fraudulence is really getting on my nerves, because I could say so many things right now, but I'm gonna hold back and refrain from speaking about certain things. But the unrealistic expectations is just out of control. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and jump through hoops for fucking not even receiving breadcrumbs. I mean, I'm just not gonna do it. And I feel like when the time is right, the time is right. And I don't feel um, like I said, I'm not gonna jump through hoops anymore. And the gaslighting, like, I am definitely gonna refrain from engaging in that, and start getting back to myself. Um, So hopefully things will kind of pan out, today in a more positive direction, I'm hoping. But I'm still going to document, update my stats, you guys. I hope you guys are doing all right. Once again, these guys, I just feel like, are piggybacking the fuck out of me, or they're literally holding their breath. Um, I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, it is what it is. I love you guys. Stay strong on the battlefield.